Hello and welcome to the Sythlin DPS Tool Guide. In this video I will walk you through how to set up the tool, along with many of the other important features. Sythlin DPS Tool is a real-time combat parser for City of Heroes, using the log files being output from the client. First, navigate to the Discord channel supplied in the description below. Once joined, go to the DPS Tool Setup channel where you can download the executable. Once downloaded, you will need to enable logging on each of your characters. Load up the City of Heroes client and log into the character you wish to log. Once logged in, go to the in-game menu, Options, Windows tab, scroll down to Chat section, and enable Log Chat. Once enabled, you need to include important data to be logged. In your chat window, right-click on the Combat tab and click Edit tab. Include all of the channels listed in the Discord DPS Tool Setup channel. If logs seem weird or missing data, this is because you might be missing something in your Combat tab that isn't being logged. Now that you are logging and have the correct channels added, run the Sythlin DPS tool. When loaded up, click the Browse button and navigate to the current log file you wish to load in. These log files are located in your City of Heroes install directory, usually C, Games, Homecoming, Accounts, Username, Logs. Let's review the basic UI for the tool. First, we have the checkboxes at the top. Detailed mode is for seeing detailed information about abilities like damage type, enhancement procs, and special categories of damage like criticals or scourge. This mode is only enabled for certain views. Rest of the checkboxes are self-explanatory. The tabular view involves section of specific data to make it easy to navigate and read. Under the tabular view we have the timeline view. This timeline view allows the user to see their performance over a period of time. This is based on the log time, not the combat time. In this timeline you are able to drag and click sections of the timeline to get a more detailed view of that section of combat, which updates all of the tabular views up top. When zoomed in, you can keep on zooming in closer and closer. To back out or reset the view, hit the circle with the line through it in the bottom left of the timeline view. The timeline can view outgoing damage or incoming damage using the radio buttons in the lower right. Lastly are the buttons at the bottom. Save out data allows you to save the log file to another location for future review. Open PvE overlay loads up a smaller version of the DPS tool to use as an overlay so you can see in real time how you are performing. PvP overlay loads up another overlay for categories of stuns. This overlay times your stuns, so you know when your stuns are on diminishing returns. Reset meters will reset where the pointer is in the log file, so the views can start from fresh. All of the data is still in the log. You can almost think about it as creating a checkpoint and resetting the views. Lastly is the Start Recording button. This button enables live parsing of the data. When active, it will update all views in timeline based on what is happening live in game. Stopping the recording is purely just stopping the live update of the UI. City of Heroes will continue logging to that file. Next, let's review the tabs. First of the Summary tab, which tries to bring all of the important information to the forefront in an easy-to-read UI. Each section is a button to help navigate to the tab you wish to see more information. Next is the Damage Out tab view. In this view we break down each ability and its stats. Most of the columns are self-explanatory except percent uptime. This column shows your performance of activating that power. The higher the percent, the better you are at hitting that ability off cooldown. You want your highest damaging abilities to be green. When enabling detailed mode, the tool will try its best to sort and organize all ability procs under the correct abilities. This is about 96% accurate. The only set that makes these organization algorithms a little less accurate, about 90%, are radiation builds. In detailed view please ignore the percent uptime. Next view is Status Out tab. This displays what powers applied a status effect on the targets. Damage in view is next. This tab shows the damage you or your pets have taken from other sources. Detailed mode also works in this view by breaking down the damage type and category of damage, like damage over time. Heals and buffs view shows many different areas of performance. Heals you have received or given, endurance, and absorbs. I also try to include certain buffs like aim, build up, and certain procs like force feedback. Combat filter allows you to get extremely deep into certain abilities or targets. This view is really useful for 4-star content or reviewing your damage in or out during an arch-villain encounter. To use this view, use the checkbox in the upper left. We changed the UI color to help signify that you are in detailed combat filter mode. The filter targets will display which targets were involved in the encounters throughout the whole log. After you selected the mobs you want to see, you selected which abilities are all you want detailed information on. Once done, click the Apply Filters button in the lower right. This will update all views and the timeline based on the filters you applied. To reset everything back, you can just disable the combat filter view in the upper left again. Ability Analysis view is still in development. More new features are incoming and will take time due to City of Data. Thank you, and see you all in Pocket D.